car that won't fall apart once the warranty ends? In this video, we're counting down the 20 best and most reliable luxury sedans worth owning after warranty. From underrated gems to flagship favorites, these are the cars built to go the distance. Comfort, class, and confidence included. Let's dive in. Number 20, Volvo S60. Looking for a luxury sedan that won't fall apart the moment the warranty ends? The Volvo S60 could be the dependable partner you didn't know you needed. Priced at around $47,000 new, but more affordable used between $25,000 and $40,000, it's one of those sedans that offers serious value over time. Under the hood, the S60 offers solid engineering. You've got a 2.0-liter turbocharged inline-4, with options going all the way up to a 455 horsepower plug-in hybrid. Pair that with an 8-speed automatic and available all-wheel drive, and you've got smooth, confident performance. Fuel economy? Not bad at all. Expect up to 35 miles per gallon highway in the T5 and 69 miles per gallon in the T8 Recharge Hybrid. Inside, Volvo's known for clean Scandinavian design, and it shows. You get a sleek, Google-based infotainment system, Apple CarPlay, adaptive cruise control, and available Bowers & Wilkins audio. With average maintenance around $9,700 over 10 years, this sedan is more practical than you might expect. If you're chasing long-term reliability, safety, and understated luxury, the S60 is definitely one to consider. Number 19, Lincoln Continental. The Lincoln Continental may be gone from showrooms, but it hasn't lost its charm, especially if you value old-school comfort and quiet cruising. Discontinued in 2020, this full-size luxury sedan once sold for $47,300, but used models today range from $25,000 to $40,000. So, how does it hold up post-warranty? J.D. Power gave the 2017 model a solid 80 out of 100 for reliability. While Consumer Reports has limited data for the last year, many owners say it's surprisingly dependable and easy to maintain. You get 3 V6 engines, with the top trim delivering 400 horsepower and standard all-wheel drive. True, gas mileage is modest, around 16 to 24 miles per gallon, but this car wasn't made to chase speed. It was built to glide. Step inside, and you'll see why people fell in love. There's 30-way power-adjustable seating with massage, plush leather interior, panoramic sunroof, and even rear seat controls. It's luxury for all passengers. While the infotainment system feels outdated, the ride quality and interior comfort more than make up for it. With modest annual repair costs, the Continental remains a hidden gem for long-term ownership. Number 18, Maserati Ghibli. Now, here's a surprise entry you might not expect on a list about reliable luxury sedans, the Maserati Ghibli. But hear me out. While it's not the first name you associate with bulletproof reliability, the Ghibli has proven itself in recent years as a strong performer. For those who want long-term flair with manageable upkeep. Yes, Consumer Reports has pointed out some below-average reliability in the past, but owners who stick to maintenance schedules and avoid overloading on tech-heavy options have reported a stable and satisfying experience. It's reliable enough that it deserves a mention, especially when you consider how much you get for the money. The base 3.0-liter twin-turbo V6 offers 345 horsepower, while the Modena and Trofeo trims push up to 580 horsepower with a fierce V8. Paired with an 8-speed automatic, the Ghibli delivers performance and passion in equal measure. You also get top-tier features, leather interiors, a 10.1-inch infotainment system, Apple CarPlay, and essential safety tech like adaptive cruise and emergency braking. While maintenance costs are higher, for enthusiasts willing to care for it, the Ghibli offers a thrilling, luxurious experience that holds up over time. It may not be perfect, but it's worthy of this list for those who want beauty and dependability. Number 17, Porsche Panamera. You might think of the Porsche Panamera as a performance machine first, but did you know it's also a surprisingly dependable luxury sedan? It blends precision engineering, daily usability, and solid long-term reliability, making it an easy pick for this list. Sure, it's a Porsche, so maintenance isn't cheap, but reliability doesn't always mean low cost. It means consistency, and the ability to go the distance without leaving you stranded. With a JD Power score of 74 out of 100 for the 2022 model, the Panamera lands in the above-average range, which is no small feat for such a high-performance machine. Under the hood, it's got options, from the 348 horsepower V6 in the base model to the 689 horsepower Turbo S E-Hybrid. There's no shortage of power. Yet, it still manages up to 51 miles per gallon E in hybrid form, efficiency and power in one package. Inside, it's classic Porsche, premium materials, a massive 12.3-inch touchscreen, massaging seats, and even rear seat luxury in the executive trims. With features like adaptive cruise, lane keeping assist, and surround view cameras, it's built for the long haul. So, if you want a performance luxury hybrid that can be your trusted daily driver for years, the Panamera absolutely earns its place here. Surprised by how reliable luxury can be? Which of these sedans would you trust for the long haul? If you're enjoying this countdown, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more honest breakdowns on the best cars to own after the warranty ends. And tell me in the comments, what's your dream daily driver that you'd keep for 200,000 miles or more? Number 16, Jaguar XF. What if you could have timeless British elegance and long-term drivability in one package? Enter the Jaguar XF, a luxury sedan that's often overlooked, but still earns its place on this list for one key reason: it holds up better than you'd think after the warranty ends. The 2024 model starts at around $49,800, with used 2019 models going for a more wallet-friendly $30,000 to $40,000. But is it reliable? While Consumer Reports has been mixed, recent XF models have proven remarkably consistent, especially when maintained well. Under the hood, you've got a 2.0-liter turbocharged inline-4 with up to 296 horsepower in the all-wheel drive P300. It's paired with a smooth 8-speed automatic, giving you confident, composed driving whether you're on winding roads or a long highway stretch. Inside, there's no shortage of comfort. Dual-zone climate, power-adjustable seats, a 10.2-inch infotainment system, and safety tech like lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, and emergency braking. And let's not forget the gorgeous materials and a digital instrument cluster that just feels, well, expensive. Sure, rear seat space could be better, and maintenance isn't the cheapest, but owners love the balanced ride, and many report their XFs going strong well past 100,000 miles. So, is it the most famous luxury sedan? No. But is it one you can count on long-term with proper care? Absolutely. Number 15, Infiniti Q70. Discontinued? Yes. Forgotten? Not quite. The Infiniti Q70 might not grace showrooms anymore, but for drivers looking to scoop up a reliable, powerful, and surprisingly refined luxury sedan on the used market, this one's a quiet winner. When new, the Q70 3.7 LUXE came in at just over $51,000, but you can now find 2017 to 2019 models anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000. So, what makes this sedan stick out? Well, despite flying under the radar, the Q70 has built a reputation for being a dependable, long-distance cruiser. With a 330 horsepower V6 and an available 420 horsepower V8, you're getting solid, old-school performance paired with a 7-speed automatic and optional all-wheel drive. Want smooth acceleration and confidence in any weather? The Q70 delivers. Fuel economy's decent, especially for the segment, and the interior is spacious, lined with leather-appointed seating, and topped off with Bose audio and a clean, easy-to-use infotainment setup. Add in features like intelligent cruise control, lane departure prevention, and even climate-controlled front seats, and this car feels more luxurious than its price tag suggests. Is it flashy? No. But if you're after a sedan that'll start every morning, keep you comfy, and age with grace, the Q70 is the quiet achiever that earns its spot right here. Number 14, Acura TLX. What if you could get sporty performance, luxury features, and Honda-level reliability all wrapped into one sleek package? That's exactly what the Acura TLX brings to the table, and why it rightfully earns its spot on this list. Starting at around $46,000 for a 2024 model, the TLX is more affordable than many of its European rivals. And if you're shopping used, a 2020 model can run between $25,000 and $35,000, a great value for what you're getting. Reliability? Solid. With a J.D. Power predicted score of 79 out of 100, the TLX performs well in the real world, especially with Acura's reputation for long-term dependability. The base 2.0-liter turbocharged engine gives you 272 horsepower, but the Type S takes things up a notch with a 355 horsepower V6 and super handling all-wheel drive that makes twisty roads a playground. And with a 10-speed automatic, the shifts are as smooth as silk. Step inside and you'll find heated and ventilated seats, a 10.2-inch infotainment system, Apple CarPlay, and a cabin that feels premium without being overdone. Safety? You're covered with adaptive cruise, lane assist, and blind spot monitoring as standard. It's not perfect. The touchpad interface might take some time to get used to, but for a sedan that blends performance, comfort, and long-term value, the TLX delivers more than most people expect. Reliable? You bet. And even a little underrated. Number 13. Lexus GS. Looking for a luxury sedan that can easily cruise past 200,000 miles without breaking a sweat? Say hello to the Lexus GS, a car that may have been discontinued in 2020, but still stands as a benchmark for long-term reliability in the luxury world. Back at its prime, the GS 350 started just over $51,000, and used 2018 models now sit comfortably between $30,000 and $40,000. That's a lot of Lexus for your money. And when it comes to reliability, the GS follows the Lexus tradition. Strong, consistent, and confidence-inspiring. Consumer Reports has praised it over the years, and Lexus continues to rank near the top in J.D. Power's dependability studies. You've got two great engine options, a 3.5-liter V6 with 311 horsepower, or the beastly GSF, boasting 467 horsepower from a 5.0-liter V8. Whether you're cruising or carving corners, the GS does it all effortlessly. Inside, you'll find a 12.3-inch infotainment display, navigation, premium materials, and heated and ventilated front seats. Safety isn't overlooked either, thanks to the Lexus Safety System Plus, which includes adaptive cruise, lane departure alert, and more. Sure, the design may feel more conservative compared to newer models, but that's exactly why it ages so well. The GS is quiet, composed, and bulletproof in a way few cars are anymore. If you're after a luxury sedan that you can trust for the long haul, the GS is as safe a bet as it gets. Number 12. Cadillac CT6. Looking for full-size American luxury with modern tech and a smooth, refined drive? The Cadillac CT6 may have ended its production run in 2020, but it still stands tall as a reliable long-term option that combines comfort, tech, and bold styling. When new, the CT6 started around $58,995, but today you can grab a well-maintained 2017 model for $30,000 to $45,000, and it's more than just good looks. The 2020 model earned an 80 out of 100 from J.D. Power for reliability, placing it squarely in the dependable zone. Under the hood, you've got choices: a 3.6-liter V6 with 335 horsepower, or for thrill seekers, the CT6V's 4.2-liter twin-turbo V8, pumping out a monstrous 550 horsepower. Both engines come with a 10-speed automatic, and most trims offer standard all-wheel drive, giving you confidence in all weather. Inside, Cadillac went all out. Premium materials, a sleek 10.2-inch infotainment system, Apple CarPlay, and even an optional 34-speaker Bose Panerai system that basically turns your cabin into a concert hall. And it doesn't stop there. Quad-zone climate control, heated and ventilated seats, and a rear seat entertainment system seals the deal. And with magnetic ride control, the CT6 delivers both comfort and cornering ability. Yes, some trims come with higher maintenance costs, but owners who've taken care of their CT6s report smooth sailing for years. So, if you want a luxury sedan that's big, bold, and built to go the distance, this one's worth a serious look. Number 11. Audi S4 from 2012 to 2016. Can a performance sedan also be reliable long-term? If it's the Audi S4, the answer is yes. Specifically, the 2012 to 2016 generation has proven itself not just on back roads and highways, but in the long run too. Used models today hover around $25,000 to $35,000, and you're getting a lot of car for that price. The 2016 model earned an 80 out of 100 for reliability from J.D. Power, which is more than respectable for a high-performance German sedan. Powered by a 3.0-liter supercharged V6 with 333 horsepower, the S4 delivers crisp acceleration, especially when paired with a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic. Prefer rolling your own gears? There's also a 6-speed manual, a rarity in today's market. Audi's legendary Quattro all-wheel drive comes standard, offering all-weather traction and cornering confidence. It's quick, yes, but also surprisingly livable, with an EPA rating of 21 miles per gallon combined. Inside, you'll find leather and Alcantara sport seats, Bang & Olufsen audio, and Tri-Zone climate control. Build quality? Solid as a vault. This is classic Audi at its best. While maintenance can be pricier, owners who've stayed on top of regular servicing report excellent longevity. So, if you want a sport luxury sedan that thrills while staying dependable, the Audi S4 checks every box. Number 10. BMW 340i 440i from 2016 to 2020. Can a performance BMW actually be reliable after 100,000 miles? Believe it or not, yes. Especially when you're talking about the BMW 340i and 440i, both powered by the incredibly well-regarded B58 engine. Enthusiasts know it, and mechanics respect it. This 3.0-liter turbocharged inline-six has a reputation as one of BMW's most durable engines. With horsepower in the 320 to 326 horsepower range and torque up to 332 pound-feet, both models offer the perfect balance of refined power and efficiency. You can pair that engine with a 6-speed manual or a slick 8-speed automatic and choose between rear-wheel drive or X-Drive all-wheel drive, depending on your flavor. You're looking at $25,000 to $40,000 for a used 340i or 440i, depending on trim and mileage. Not cheap, but when maintained properly, these cars go the distance. Drivers often report 30-plus miles per gallon on the highway, which is impressive for something this sporty. Inside, you'll find high-quality materials, supportive seating, dual-zone climate, and intuitive infotainment. And while some say maintenance isn't Honda cheap, the B58's reliability helps keep surprises at bay. So, if you want a car that's fun to drive and dependable to own, this BMW duo is proof that performance and reliability don't have to be enemies. Number 9. Cadillac CT4. Think American luxury can't compete with the Germans when it comes to long-term dependability? Think again. The Cadillac CT4 might just be one of the most overlooked sedans in its class, and it's carving out a name for itself among drivers who want luxury that lasts. Starting around $34,395 brand new, the CT4 brings premium value without the bloated price tag. On the used market, expect to pay between $25,000 and $35,000 depending on condition. It may not have the prestige badge of a BMW, but it makes up for that with reliability and driving dynamics. Under the hood, the base 2.0-liter turbocharged engine puts out a respectable 237 horsepower, while the available 2.7-liter turbo cranks it up to 325 horsepower. Paired with an 8 or 10-speed automatic in either rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, this car knows how to move. Inside, you'll find Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and an 8-inch infotainment screen, and even an available Bose sound system. Safety-wise, it comes loaded with forward collision warning, automatic braking, and lane assist. Sure, some owners have reported minor electrical hiccups, but overall, the CT4 scores a 70 out of 100 on Consumer Reports, placing it toward the top end of average, and that's more than good enough for long-term peace of mind. So, if you're looking for sporty handling, modern design, and a badge that's making a comeback, the CT4 is a reliable bet with a fun personality. Number 8. Acura RLX. Ever wondered what happened to the luxury flagship that quietly flew under the radar while still delivering serious value and dependability? Say hello to the Acura RLX. Discontinued in 2020, but far from forgotten, this sedan offers the kind of long-lasting quality that makes it a worthy contender for your driveway even post-warranty. Back then, the RLX started around $54,900, with the Sport Hybrid SH all-wheel drive model priced closer to $61,900. Now, you can pick up a clean 2019 model between $30 and $40,000, a seriously smart buy if you're thinking long-term. Under the hood, you've got a 3.5-liter V6 with 310 horsepower, or if you want something a bit more cutting-edge, the Sport Hybrid pairs that engine with 3 electric motors for a combined 377 horsepower and all-wheel drive. It's smooth, confident, and surprisingly efficient, up to 28 miles per gallon combined in the hybrid version. Inside, you're surrounded by high-quality materials, a 14-speaker Krell audio system, heated and ventilated seats, and a tech-rich cabin. Though let's be real, the dual-screen infotainment setup takes some getting used to. It's not perfect. Some owners have reported in-car electronics acting up, but the RLX earns its spot with its refined ride, solid build quality, and reputation for durability when properly maintained. Looking for an under-the-radar luxury sedan that ages gracefully? Well, this is it. Number 7. Lexus ES 350. Let's be honest. When most people think luxury sedan that never quits, they're probably thinking Lexus ES 350. And who could blame them? This car is a poster child for long-term reliability and a staple in the garages of drivers who know better than to gamble with their daily ride. The 2025 ES 350 starts at around $42,000, and even fully loaded ultra-luxury trims stay under $50,000. But here's the real magic. Used models like a 2020 ES are often priced between $30,000 and $38,000. And with proper care, they're known to cruise past 200,000 miles without breaking a sweat. Under the hood is a tried-and-true 3.5-liter V6, pushing 302 horsepower through an 8-speed automatic. It's front-wheel drive, yes, but with a buttery smooth ride. You're not buying this car to corner like a coupe. You're buying it to enjoy quiet, composed comfort every single day. Inside, you get a 9.8-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and available Mark Levinson sound that's nothing short of concert level. And with Lexus Safety System Plus 2.5, you're backed by a full suite of driver assists, including adaptive cruise, lane keeping, and automatic high beams. Add in low maintenance cost, top-tier craftsmanship, and that rock-solid Lexus reputation, and the ES 350 doesn't just belong on this list, it practically defines it. Number 6. Audi A6. Ever driven a car that just makes everything feel effortless? That's the Audi A6 for you. Sleek, confident, and surprisingly reliable, it's the kind of luxury sedan that ages gracefully and doesn't give up when the warranty does. The 2025 model starts at around $56,000, but if you're eyeing a used one, a 2020 A6 will typically run between $30,000 and $40,000. That's a sweet spot for those wanting a modern tech-packed premium sedan that still has years of life left in it. What powers it? Well, take your pick. A 2.0-liter turbo 4-cylinder with 261 horsepower, or a 3.0-liter turbo V6 pushing 335 horsepower, both paired with Audi's sharp 7-speed dual-clutch transmission and their iconic Quattro all-wheel drive. Want power and poise in all seasons? Done. Inside, the A6 surrounds you with a 10.1-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, Bang & Olufsen audio, and top-shelf materials that feel more like a high-end lounge than a car cabin. And with adaptive cruise, lane departure warning, and automatic emergency braking, it's also seriously smart. Owners consistently praise the A6 for its smooth, composed ride and exceptional cabin quality. Sure, maintenance is on par with other German brands, but stay on schedule, and this sedan can easily go the distance. So, if you want a car that blends refinement, confidence, and staying power, The A6 earns its place here without even trying too hard. Number 5, BMW 5 Series. You knew this one was coming, right? The BMW 5 Series has long been the benchmark for mid-size luxury sedans. And it's not just about performance or prestige. It's here because it's also incredibly reliable, especially when properly cared for. The 2025 model starts at around $58,700, with trims like the 540i xDrive and the 550e plug-in hybrid commanding a bit more. But if you're in the used market, a 2020 530i will cost around $35,000 to $45,000 and still deliver that unmistakable BMW experience. What's under the hood? The 530i offers a turbocharged 2.0-liter with 255 horsepower. The 540i gets an inline-6 with 375 horsepower, and the 550e combines turbo and electric for a jaw-dropping 483 horsepower. All engines are mated to an 8-speed automatic that shifts like a dream. You'll also find some of the best tech in the segment: a 14.9-inch touchscreen, 12.3-inch digital cluster, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and available Bowers & Wilkins sound that'll blow you away. And comfort? We're talking leather everywhere, heated and ventilated seats, dual-zone climate, and even massaging options depending on the trim. With strong consumer reports and JD Power ratings, the 5 Series doesn't just perform, it holds up. Owners love how it still feels new even after years of driving. So, if you want true German engineering that's more than just a pretty face, the BMW 5 Series shows that luxury and longevity can go hand in hand. Number 4, Mercedes-Benz E-Class W212. Alright, now let's crank it up, because if you want executive class, timeless styling, and the kind of reliability that defies expectations, the Mercedes-Benz E-Class W212 is calling your name. Produced from 2009 to 2016, this generation has aged like fine wine, and it's widely regarded as one of the most dependable E-Class models ever made. Seriously, how often do you hear Mercedes and reliable in the same sentence? But the W212 earns it. Enthusiast forums can't stop praising its build quality, and many owners have driven these cars well past 200,000 miles. Not bad. For a luxury icon you can now scoop up for $15,000 to $25,000. Under the hood of the E350, you'll find a 3.5-liter V6 pumping out 302 horsepower, paired with a 7-speed automatic and available 4MATIC all-wheel drive. Fuel economy? A solid 20 city and 30 highway on rear-wheel drive models. Inside, it's all about refinement. Wood trim, leather, a classic central infotainment display, and dual-zone climate control for comfort that's aged like royalty. Of course, regular maintenance is key, especially to keep an eye on oil consumption or the rare turbo issue in smaller variants. But take care of it, and the W212 just keeps on going. Smooth, elegant, and built like a tank. The W212 E-Class isn't just a luxury car, it's a legacy on wheels. Number 3, Genesis G80. And now for the disruptor. The Genesis G80 might not have the brand history of Mercedes or BMW, but what it does have is something every luxury buyer should be paying attention to: exceptional reliability, stunning design, and a price tag that doesn't feel like highway robbery. The 2025 model starts around $50,000, but a used 2022 G80, you can find one between $40,000 and $48,000. And with a JD Power reliability score of 88 out of 100, it's punching way above its weight class. Two engine options give you the choice of style or sizzle. The 2.5-liter turbo delivers 300 horsepower and up to 32 miles per gallon on the highway. Perfect for commuters who still want luxury. But if you're after something more spirited, the 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 packs 375 horsepower with standard all-wheel drive, making it a sleeper in a tailored suit. Inside, just wow. You get a 14.5-inch touchscreen, leather everywhere, and an available Lexicon sound system that feels straight out of a recording studio. Add in heated and ventilated seats, tri-zone climate, and top-shelf driver aids like adaptive cruise and lane keep assist, and you're riding first class every time. It's quiet, it's smooth, and it's already outshining the Germans when it comes to dependability. Maintenance cost, lower than expected. Performance, smooth as butter. Longevity, the early signs are incredibly promising. So, if you're ready to challenge tradition, the G80 is here to change the game, and stay strong doing it. Number 2, Volvo S90. We're almost at the top, and coming in strong at number 2 is the Volvo S90, a luxury sedan that quietly dominates in safety, comfort, and long-term dependability. Starting at $58,300 for the 2025 B6 Plus model and topping out near $71,200 for the T8 Ultra, the S90 offers understated elegance with serious substance. Under the hood, the B6 features a 2.0-liter turbo and supercharged engine making 295 horsepower, while the plug-in T8 hybrid boosts output to 400 horsepower and offers up to 38 miles of electric-only range. Both versions come with an 8-speed automatic and standard all-wheel drive for confident driving year-round. Inside, the S90 is peak Scandinavian luxury, clean, minimalist, and high-end. A 9-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, leather seating, heated seats, and an optional Bowers & Wilkins sound system. It all creates a premium experience. Safety is front and center with features like adaptive cruise control, emergency braking, and lane keeping assist. With 5-year maintenance cost averaging just $3,240, the S90 is significantly cheaper to maintain than many rivals. Smooth, smart, and built to go the distance, the S90 is a luxury sedan you can count on. At number 1, the Lexus LS. Now reaching the top of our list, we've arrived at the undisputed king of long-term luxury sedan ownership. The Lexus LS isn't just a car, it's a reputation on 4 wheels. And for decades, it's been the gold standard for people who want luxury that goes the distance. The 2025 LS 500 starts at around $76,000, and while that's a serious investment, it's also a guarantee of peace of mind. Go back a few years, and you'll find a 2017 LS 460 for $40,000 to $55,000, still packed with features and plenty of life under the hood. Speaking of which, that hood hides a 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6, cranking out 416 horsepower and 442 pound-feet of torque, all delivered through a silky 10-speed automatic. Whether you choose rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, the LS glides more than it drives. Inside, it's like sitting in a luxury hotel suite. A 12.3-inch infotainment display, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and available Mark Levinson premium audio, and semi-aniline leather that feels like butter. Heated, ventilated, power-adjustable everything. It's all here. But here's what seals the deal: legendary Lexus reliability. With an average annual maintenance cost under $800, the LS is built to run for decades, not just years. Owners regularly report minimal repairs, and many LS models are still rolling strong with over 250,000 miles on the clock. Quiet, refined, and unshakably dependable, the Lexus LS is the sedan that proves you don't have to sacrifice luxury for longevity. You can have both. And that's why it takes the crown as the number 1 most reliable luxury sedan worth owning after the warranty expires. There you have it. 20 luxury sedans that prove reliability doesn't stop when the warranty does. Which one would you trust for the long haul? Or is there a dependable gem that we missed? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button if you found this helpful, and subscribe for more lists that help you buy smart and drive even smarter.